Welcome back to Tabletop 20. Oh,
sorry.
Someone's phone's going off.
I'll be right back.
So, does someone want to give a quick recap? I know for us it's been like 2 seconds, but it might be good to review the clues of the mystery. So, who wants to give that a try?
Well, we walked into a tavern that the son frequented. What was his name? Was
Devin.
Devin.
Yep.
He frequented that tavern, and we walked in, and there was some characters that he had played cards with, and he kind of won some of their personal items in a card game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't really seem to have much information, but we did learn that he also frequented this magic shop. So we walked in there, had a interesting altercation with the owner, in which we accepted a sort of agreement where we would give her a feather, and Devin's fiance's hairbrush, which seems kind of shady, but whatever. And in exchange for information about what he was purchasing at the establishment.
Okay, sounds about right. And you guys were stopped by guards, and they strongly requested, that you accompany them to Governor Divine's house, which you were heading that way anyway. It's just kind of like, I don't know, shady, creepy that you're being escorted by guards to the house. So, yeah.
Does Divine and his son and the fiance live in the same house, or where does the fiance live?
Okay, so I thought this might be a little confusing, but I wasn't really sure how to resolve it. So Governor Divine and Governor Stone. So Devin's last name is Stone, and his father is married to an elf, so that makes him a half-elf. So Governor Divine and Governor Stone are co-workers, but they're not married. They're not in the same house. They have separate houses. They just sort of rule together, I guess. They govern together. So yeah, if that answers your question at all.
I was asking if the fiance lives with Devin, or does she live on her own?
She lives in her mother's house. It's pretty big. She sort of like has her own quarters, as what you've gathered from sort of people around town. You don't know too much about the fiance, besides that she's engaged to be married to Governor Stone's son, who is missing. That she's a tiefling because her mom's a tiefling.
I'm assuming she also has like the light purple skin as well.
You haven't met her, so you're not sure.
Right. Yeah.
But what you've probably sort of gathered from being around town, just because I think it'll take too much time to sort of ask people along the way what she's like. She sort of like goes off on adventures sometimes, but she like spends most of her time at home. I mean, like she's like a young adult, but she doesn't like have her own house. So you are being escorted to the Divine house. Presence has been requested by, as they said, Miss Divine. You walk up to a quite large home.
Hello, it is your friendly neighborhood DM Hannah. The rest of this episode, or rather this session, the audio got super messed up, and I thought about having everyone sort of re-record it, but I was afraid that would cause it to like lose the authenticity of the experience. So I'll sort of just go through and like hit like the main points, sort of do a sum up of that session. The party was taken to the Divine household. There they were brought into a room that had a large portrait in it. There they saw a portrait of Governor Divine, as well as her husband, who was a drow, and a young tiefling girl. The drow and the young tiefling girl were both marked. When they finally meet Guinevere Divine, she is a gray-skinned tiefling with gold hair and gold eyes. They find that she is marked, as in the portrait that they saw. They find that she also has a bandage wrapped around her hand. She meets with them and she tells them that she would rather they not pursue the case that they were given. She asks them to quite strongly leave the case alone, and if they do not, she will be sure to have the guards either kick them out of the town or imprison them. After they leave the Divine household, they decide that they will officially do the job that Selma entrusted upon them to steal her hairbrush. So they wait till dark. Then sneakily, Yuri and Aria enter the house. Yuri enters through a window where he finds it's actually Guinevere's art room. There he finds a rather large mural painting on her floor. On closer inspection, he finds that there is some sort of circle that is carved into this painting that has strange runes carved into it. He's able to find the hairbrush and get out, narrowly missing someone coming through the door as he's leaving. They wait till the next morning to deliver it to Selma. She tells them that Devin bought 2 items from her through the black market connections that she has. The 2 items were the Banshee's Scream, a small cone-shaped item that amplifies a spell to its fullest capabilities. The second item that he bought from her was a silk rope of force that creates a sort of force field in the shape of that rope. And she hadn't seen him since. After asking around town some more, seeing if anyone has any more information of his whereabouts, they inquire at several shops and they find out that he was buying different things that made it seem like he was traveling. He bought a heavy traveling cloak that was very expensive. He bought a large bag, sort of a rustic sack. They also find that he actually had a twin sister that went missing about a year ago. That she was searched for a long time, but they never found her. They assume she either died or ran away. They're not really sure what happened to her. They also found that his twin sister, whose name was Dinah, all 3 of them, Devin, Dinah, and Guinevere, were all very close. They were best friends and they hung out a lot. It was really just the 3 of them growing up because many of the other children didn't feel like socializing with them, that they were sort of a 3 musketeers kind of thing. They were all super close, and Devin really cared about his sister, and she really cared about him, and they were all really good friends with Guinevere. They are approached by someone with information saying that they were awakened by Devin the night he disappeared, and that he was carrying a rather large sack of something in the middle of the night and ran off into the wood. And that's where we pick up here. So we'll get back to the episode, I guess. Sorry, this is kind of weird, and yeah, okay. There you go.
So Vander was tracking, I assume, footsteps. And as you exit the main road, you sort of go out of town and sort of into the woods, but it's still like a road. I'm gonna say that since Vander's not here, I'm just gonna...
Oh, she did say she's coming. She was helping her dad and lost track of time. I just texted her.
Let's see. So you guys sort of track his footprints, sort of out of the city. Can everyone make a perception check for me? This is really bad podcasting, Sam. How do you not have no die sound?
That's an 11.
You said 11?
Yep.
Okay.
with a big bonus.
20.
Assume if there's something I don't notice.
16.
I'm sitting at a 12.
Well, my passive is higher, but
No, just
that's
a
what I
perception check.
Yeah, 19. No, 23. I rolled a 19 plus 4.
So we've got an 11, a 23, and what was yours, Largo?
Oh, that was 12.
Okay.
Not good.
Rhapsody.
16.
Yeah, well, I rolled a 5, so.
Okay, so Largo, yours was 13. Is that what you said?
Oh, I did have one question. For the hit points, did you want me rolling for? I mean, the wild shape hit points. Did you want me rolling for it, or just taking the fixed value there that's found on the sheet?
For like when you wild shape and like
Yeah,
the creature.
because they have hit points and they give it amount and they say like 4d10 plus 5 or something like that, or 2d10 plus 10 or something like that.
Yeah. I would just say take whatever the hit points are that are already like on there.
Okay, yeah, and that is quicker.
I think rolling hit points will take forever.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, usually you roll hit points for like find familiar and stuff like that.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, you all notice you can hear like clamoring and like sounds of not like battle, but like yelling and no, not barbarians. And things coming from your left off into the woods, but you don't see anything. Yuri, you notice a sound behind you. When you turn and look, you don't. So, are you guys following the loud noises?
Why not?
Okay. So you follow the loud
What could
noises.
possibly go wrong?
Wait,
So you're on the path. The noises are off the path. You want to stealth? Okay. Roll for stealth.
Roll for. I want to activate stealth. It's not loading. 20.
You are officially stealth. Yuri just seems to disappear.
I'm going.
can I roll a perception check to try to see Yuri?
Yeah, go for it.
Wait.
No,
Where
I
did
don't.
it go?
It's a natural 2.
Who is Yuri? You don't even know.
It's like a Batman moment.
Yeah. So you guys follow the sound, and it's getting louder, and it seems like whatever is making the noise should be right in front of you guys, but you don't see anything. Can everyone make a perception check for me?
I hang back.
I was gonna. Okay, never mind. That would take 2.
Perception then?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's a 16.
24. That's a lot better than a 7.
What'd you say, Rhapsody?
24.
Okay. What did you get, Rachel?
16.
16. Okay. So you
Yay!
all do notice this. There are very classical looking style toadstools in front of you, and it sort of like goes off into a circle out from where you guys are. Yeah, that's what you can see. So do you
That's
go
detect magic.
closer to the sound, or?
Detect magic, but as a ritual.
That's 10 minutes. Do we have 10 minutes?
I mean, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, I'm down to wait 10 minutes. We can all just kind of get in a circle.
Okay.
Ready our weapons, probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And since Hope, Hope, Vander does notice that the footsteps that you are following, that you have identified as Devin's, do go past the money.
Okay.
Okay,
It
so I'm gonna
says
say
for the,
10 minutes have passed.
so for the duration,
Nothing
30
nasty
feet.
attacks us in those 10 minutes.
No, you're
Okay,
just
good.
you're chilling. So what was it? Detect magic.
30 feet, I can sense magic.
Okay.
Is if
You
magic is within 30
do
feet of me.
sense,
Yeah, radius.
like, directly
Yeah.
where the toadstools are. You do sense a magic sort of field, I guess.
Okay.
It doesn't tell you what the magic is, but you do sense magic there.
Yeah.
So. And the noises are still very, very loud. You hear yelling and banging and such things.
I don't
Actually,
think I
we
should have
do
to
detect magic
point
does
this
work.
out, but there is the pedestals are magic. She's just kind of covering her ears from the noise.
Yeah, I think detect magic tells you the school of magic it is.
Oh, does it? Wait, let me. Oh, yeah. You can see a faint aura. You learn at School of Magic, if any. So.
Okay. I assume it would be illusionary magic. I didn't look it up. But
Okay. Well, considering I
It's
probably won't even
probably not going
remember
to spray us with poison or something.
as long as it's not as long as it's not abjuration. Is that yeah, or something like that.
okay, what are you guys doing?
Have I noticed that
So,
people,
are they...
Oh wait, I meant to say evocation. Or necromancy.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I guess... How... Are they just, like, small?
What, the toadstools?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like little mushrooms.
Okay. I guess we just walk... Do we just walk over them? Like, being careful not to step on any?
Are you... Is there...
I would, if I
like, your
can, I would
marching order?
fly over them, but yeah, just kind of hover over the ground.
Do we want to be stealthy, or do we want to be, like...
Yuri's already stealthy.
I'm gone.
Okay, yeah.
I just walk.
Alright, I guess I should probably go first, then.
You guys gonna
Since
let
I'm
the
going-
healer go first?
I'm probably the tankiest out of the group.
That's probably true.
Can I go first?
I'm a war cleric, so we're supposed to get up close,
Yeah.
kind
Okay.
of.
Am I able to just hover a little bit above the ground? Just kind of flying a bit. I mean, not like hovering, but like a foot or so off the ground, just kind of
So,
cautious.
Aria's flying. Yuri is stealthing.
In the middle of their conversation, I walk.
Just walk past. Okay.
Yeah, just walk past.
Yuri, since you were, I guess, the first to step through, and the others are, I assume, close behind, you see goblins and a bugbear, and they seem to be trying to get into, you see ruins of some kind. You assume it was like a castle or a mansion or something, and they seem to be banging on this door that's sort of like in the ground, like a cellar door kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they seem to be like banging and trying to get through. What do you guys do?
How many are there? Just one goblin and one bugbear?
No, there are 5 goblins and a bugbear.
5 goblins and a bugbear.
They haven't noticed you guys yet, but time is running out and they will notice you soon. So if you attack them, you can get like the element of surprise. But
Oh, we get a surprise round?
yeah.
Ooh.
How far away?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, you guys want to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So how initiative works, for those who've never played, you can roll initiative. But I'll leave it up to you guys whether you want to roll initiative or whether you want to like decide amongst yourselves who goes first and what order you want to go in. Because I want to give you that option.
It's more fun if you roll initiative.
That is true. Because then you get to mix it up, kind of.
Yeah.
It's just entirely
How far away?
luck.
And then you always roll terrible initiative.
That is true. Maybe if somebody always rolls low for initiative, eventually we can just be like, okay, you are
Are we
starting.
using the one Roll20 site thing you were talking about?
Yes, I will send that link.
That is a
So we're rolling
22.
for initiative, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep, and I just rolled the 22. Well, I rolled it
What's
18.
your initiative bonus?
That's a 20.
Plus 4.
Let
Nice.
me pull up.
Feels real bad when you waste a natural 20 on initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Let me pull up this Roll20 map, and then I'll see your guys' initiative.
Alright, come on. Let's not do terrible initiative like always. Oh, that's not bad. 18.
Oh, nice.
18 total,
With
or?
bonus.
18. I just roll it's just straight 18, but I have no initiative bonus, so.
Oh. That was...
Oh, that's dexterity.
My dexterity modifier is quite small, as in that much. It's a 0.
Rolled a 12.
Wait, about how far away is the goblins and the bugbear?
10 to 20.
They're like 10 to 20 feet away from you guys. They haven't noticed you yet.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay.
They somehow have not noticed us yet.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
they seem pretty preoccupied on trying to open this door thing. That's this like
Okay.
cellar door. So yeah. Okay. 25 to 20. 25 to 20
Initiative.
I had 22.
Okay. And then 15 to 20.
18.
And then 10 to 15.
I had 12.
Okay. And then Vander, what did you have for initiative?
16.
Okay. Okay. Aria, you're first. What you doing?
I am going to cast Entangle.
Okay.
So, she comes back, touches back down to the ground, and kind of stretches out her hands, whispers something in a language you do not recognize, but it sounds kind of wild. And vines and weeds sprout from the ground around the group, and they all have to make strength saving throws.
Strength.
14.
Okay, let me.
Strength 14.
There's that.
Or be
All of them?
restrained. And then, maintaining concentration on that spell, I would wild shape into a dire wolf.
Okay.
I can't cast spells in wild shape, but it says you can cast one and then wild shape and maintain concentration.
Okay.
Or that just might be a combat wild shape thing, which I am Circle of the Moon, so I can do that.
You said strength saving throws?
Yep, 14.
Oh gosh, I'm bad
Maybe
at Dungeons
we'll
and
get at
Dragons
least a
things. I didn't
couple.
even have my dice out. Oh my god. Can't use your dice. Your dice are cursed. Okay, that's 10 for 1.
Okay, so he's restrained. That's good.
11. 14.
Okay. We got 2 so far.
Okay. 14. So, 4, 5. 1.
It's half. Good start.
Okay. That one.
Oh, and then they're restrained, so then each time they have an action, they can make another check, and then on a successful save, they're free.
Okay. What's the spell save again?
14, and it lasts for 1 minute, so
Okay.
6 rounds, right? No, 10 rounds.
Okay.
Wait,
So
10
all of them
rounds
are
every
restrained
minute,
but
right?
1.
I think it's 6 seconds per
Wait.
round.
Yeah,
Per-
okay, so 10
Per
rounds.
turn, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
So technically, it'll last for a maximum of 10 rounds unless I take damage.
So 1 saves and the bugbear saves.
Okay.
No, that's the big one.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Okay.
At least now there are two attackers instead of 6
Yeah.
for the time
That's fair.
for this round.
Okay, next is Yuri. Yuri, what you doing?
You're up, baby.
Yeah.
Attack on it. Oh, that is sneak of 23. Okay.
Nice.
I want to attack the goblin who had the...
He's not me. Okay.
Oh wait, and you
I can
get
obliterate
the
that
sneak
bug.
attack, right?
Yeah, he gets sneak attack advantage.
Nice.
Can't wait till we actually meet in person so we can use a freaking table.
I know,
I'm
right?
rolling on my computer right now. You said you're going for the goblin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Not much.
Although, I don't think goblins have much hit points anyway.
Nope. I threw something easy at you guys.
It's like kobolds fighting kobolds.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're quite as squishy as kobolds though, because those things are like 7 hit points.
I think goblins are somewhere around 7.
So squishy. Okay, that's nice.
Math. Okay. So Yuri jumps out. I'll describe how you attack him because it'll be a lot easier when you see him.
Jump out. Yeah, like stab me.
Like just like shank him
Yeah, like shank him in
in the shoulder.
Wow.
He looks really scared because like all of his friends are now in vines and he just got stabbed in the shoulder. Yeah.
You what now, pretty boy?
Okay, it is Largo's turn.
Ooh, did he kill it? How much damage was that?
He did 4 damage.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Wait, did you roll like a 1 or something?
I rolled 2 2s.
Oh, okay.
Do you not add any modifiers? You should.
Nope,
Nope, that was it.
Sneak attack is a 1d6 right now, so.
I mean, did you add what you were using to stab him with? The knife or whatever? There you go. Largo's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's order. It's 1d4 plus 4.
Okay, then that goblin's dead.
Yeah. I figured.
Unless
I don't think anybody can do 2 damage.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a spell attack and they roll like all ones.
Okay, so you have 4 goblins restrained and the bugbear's still free and the bugbear is still trying to break.
Okay.
He's ignoring us? Okay. I'm not complaining.
How do I
Oh.
approach this here? Yeah, I will just run up to the... He's less than 25 feet away, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just run up to the bugbear and make a melee attack with my warhammer.
Okay. Roll for me.
17.
Yeah, that hits. Just barely.
Okay. That is 1d8 plus 3. Ugh. 5.
Okay.
And I will use my War Priest ability to make, as my bonus action, do another weapon attack.
Okay.
I have 2 more of those left.
Nice.
That's not good. 13.
13. That does not hit.
Darn. Alright. That's it.
Yeah. But you do now have his attention. So I don't know if that's good or bad for you, but there you go. Okay.
I was gonna say in the future, if being mounted gives Largo, I don't know about clerics and paladins, but if being mounted, like riding something, gives him any sort of advantage, he can ride me. Because I am now a large creature. Technically, any of you can ride. Aria and direwolf form.
I was very confused. I was like,
direwolf was
just gonna, okay. Yeah. Okay. So next is Rhapsody's.
Okay, I'll be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay, that's okay.
Do you have the D&D Beyond sheet pulled up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bards typically are like boosters, like they cast spells on their friends to help them, or they cast spells to distract, or something like that. So you could do something like that. They typically aren't like stabby, fighty people.
Yeah, I can, but it's not going to be very good.
Yeah.
I mean, like anything you can give them would probably help. You can give inspiration. You can give inspiration to whoever's turn it is next. Or you want.
Or you could just like cast like if you have any like debuffs for the goblins or something. You can just look at your spells.
Not really.
Do you have any of the ones that have under the effect you have a dice to roll? Like 1d8 or something, or 1d6?
Yeah, but it's like healing word. It's not.
Okay.
Definitely do not use that on
don't use that on the goblins. We want them dead.
That's such a bad idea.
Oh, do you have dissonant whispers?
Cutting.
No, who hasn't gone yet?
Vander is after you.
Okay. Inspire him, I guess.
Okay.
Is it him, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought.
So is that your action? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. So Vander, you now get a D. Is it D6?
Yeah.
I think it's
D6 to either your attack roll or your hit dice. So yeah. So
basically if you attack something, you get to roll a d6 and then add that to your attack
yeah.
to make it like hit.
So Vander, what you doing?
The attack is the D8, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you roll a d20 and then add your modifier and then see if that hits.
Yeah. You roll your D20. You say who you're gonna attack first, like the bugbear or one of the restrained goblins. This is like our first fight of the campaign, so it's gonna be a little clunky.
That's right. We're gonna get back to being in person and be pros.
Yeah. What'd you say, Hope?
I'm gonna use my. I don't have a longer. Go away from that. With quarterstaff.
Okay.
So now you're gonna roll. Do you know what the 20-sided die? You're gonna roll that.
Yeah.
And then you add your +2.
Oh yeah. And you can add the d6 if you want to. If you roll low.
Yeah.
Or you can add it to your damage.
Like if you roll really well, like 18, 19, 20, then don't add it, because then you can add it to damage. But if you roll like a 14 or something.
Yeah. I rolled a 1, so that's great.
For the D20?
Yeah.
Oh
And then
no.
a 4 on the D6.
That's called a critical fail. Or
So what did you get when you added the
miss.
D6?
4 on the D6, so 5, and then...
What's a...
Yeah.
And then +2.
It's a natural 1, so I think it fails regardless of the bonuses.
So, Vander goes up to, I guess, strike the goblin and trips on the vines and misses.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Next up is...
Wait, so she still gets the inspiration dice though, right? Because she didn't use it?
Yeah. You don't want to use the inspiration dice on a natural 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, you still have the dice.
So you can use that again later if you want. So one of the goblins is going to try to break free. What would that be, Aria? Would that be like a strength?
Yeah, strength 14.
Okay.
I don't think goblins are very good at strength.
Well, that's an actual 2, so that does not.
I imagine all of them would try to break free.
Yeah. And then the
Well, they're
second
restrained. They can't do anything but talk.
Another natural 2. And it's Aria's turn again.
She howls a challenge at the bugbear, bounds forward, kind of trying to I don't know, divert at least some of the attention from, who attacked the bugbear?
I did.
Okay, yeah, Largo. And by attack, pack tactics, I get advantage because one of my allies is right within 5 feet.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Nice.
That's the really nice thing about the wolf, is that they get pack tactics. Oh. I rolled an 18 the first time, and then I rolled an 11, so I didn't really need... Okay. Never mind, I'm just gonna... Okay, 2d6. Okay, not bad. 2d6. 12 damage. Piercing damage. And he has to make a strength saving throw, DC 13.
For who?
Because I ran and smashed into a full tilt.
Okay. For who?
The bugbear.
Bugbear, okay. I think.
It's a
last round was our...
If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone.
Okay.
Wolves. Good
I
stuff.
see why these are popular.
This is not a good dice. That's a natural 2. So
He is
that's
prone.
4 total. He falls over.
So we have
With
advantage
just a
on
little.
melee attacks now, right?
Yes, until he has a chance to stand up.
Okay. Nice. And
Yeah, you just
last
see
round was our surprise
giant wolf.
round, and now we're
Yeah.
going
Boom.
for
Yeah.
initiative
Down.
order. Okay.
Mhm. But the way I rolled out the goblins beforehand, you guys are like smack dab in the middle, so you all get your turn and then the rest of them go.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's Yuri's turn.
I want to go attack the bugbear.
Okay.
So,
Stabby.
Oh yeah, and I should
You
have
do
said
get-
when it was still my turn that I wouldn't still just be on top of him. I would have moved to the side,
Okay.
obviously, so my friends could attack him.
You do get sneak attack damage because he's engaged with one of your allies, right?
No, that's an assassin feat. I don't get that until like 4 times.
Hmm.
And
That's
he's
tough.
not sneaking anymore because he attacked, so.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. 17. Yeah, that hits. Shank 5. Shank 5.
Shank can't grab my dice.
5. Okay.
So
5
proud.
damage.
We're doing some damage to this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. It is Largo's turn.
Okay, so I get advantage on melee attacks, right?
Yeah. On the
Because he
button.
is prone.
Yeah. Technically, I think you all might get advantage since they're restrained. Yeah.
Well, the bugbear wasn't restrained. He just got knocked.
No, your
prone.
turn is done.
Prone.
Your turn's done.
I
What?
will
You already
bet.
hit him. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. I guess is he looking pretty rough?
He's not looking great, but he's not really rough.
Okay,
Alright.
he has disadvantage on attack rolls, and then if an attack roll against a creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet, so melee. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because if you did like a ranged spell attack
Yeah, but
from
yeah,
5
range
feet,
would have disadvantage because obviously they're flat out on the ground. Very small
Yeah.
target.
except it would cancel it out if you're within 5 feet and you just stand there and you use a range attack.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we want to get this done quickly, so I'll inflict wounds,
Okay.
and I roll that with advantage, right?
Yes.
Because it is a melee spell attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
I
that's
love melee spells.
oh yeah, advantage. Oh, well, that's a natural 20.
Woo!
Nice.
Double the
All
damage.
right, so I get that. That is that
Yeah.
is 6d10 necrotic,
Jeez.
What?
or I can roll 3d10 and double it if you want, because it's a natural 20.
What? How?
Inflict wounds. It's normally just 3d10 necrotic damage, but I rolled a
Oh,
natural
true,
20.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
like one of the big, really useful spells.
Yeah. And
it's like it's
oh dang, I need to grab my
Level
other.
Wounds is to low level clerics, like Firebolt is to sorcerers and wizards.
Basically, yeah. All right.
Except one's a cantrip, I guess.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. 3 and 7. So that is 20 from the inflict wounds, doubled to 40.
He's dead.
I rolled very well on the dice
He
too.
is
Nice.
That natural
definitely
20
dead.
went to good use.
Yeah.
Is he dead?
All right.
Yep.
Okay. I was not expecting to deal that much damage. Natural 20s are great.
Yeah.
So it was just. Do you want to describe that, Largo? How you do that?
All right.
I'll let you
I'm
guys.
just gonna like put my hand like just over his mouth and just, and then he's just gonna like, and then just kind of like crumple away because it is necrotic damage. So
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he extra
Alright.
dead.
Yeah. I've
Of
used
course.
Real dead, fam.
Damage.
I used so that's a first level spell slot gone.
Okay. It is Rhapsody's turn.
Okay, so is all we have left the ones that are restrained?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go up and try to stab him if you want. You do have weapons.
I think I'll do that.
Get him. Get him.
What are you gonna do with that?
15.
15. That hits.
The attack rolls against the restrained creatures have advantage.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Speed
15.
0. Okay. Oh, this is very nice. Disadvantage on dexterity saves, disadvantage on attack rolls, advantage on attack rolls made against you. Yeah, don't get restrained, kids.
Not good. And then because I had to roll for damage too,
Uh-huh.
right? So I rolled a 9, or I got 9. 7
Okay.
plus
That is one of them dead.
6.
Nice.
So it is Vander's turn.
Okay, so we got 3 left.
Yes.
Sweet.
What you doing, Vander?
Let's go with my spear this time.
Okay. You can also use your bow. You want?
Oh, can I? I thought I was too close for that.
Well, you're like, what, 20 feet away?
Well, he moved up to use his
Yeah.
his quarterstaff. So.
You can back up.
Yeah, I mean
Using
you have
your movement.
so if you want to back up and use your bow, you totally can. That's kind of what rangers are known for.
Yeah, let's do that then.
I think the attack does have advantage. So you roll the 20-sided die twice, and then just choose the higher one, basically.
Well, twice if you need to.
Well, you always want to roll it twice.
Yeah.
Because in case you get a crit.
Yeah.
Okay. First roll, I got an 11.
That does not hit, I believe.
Oh, did you add Did you add your modifier?
Oh, no. Is that the like, +6 thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with
+6, it would hit.
You did roll twice, right?
No, I just rolled one and I got an 11.
Then you can roll again, and then if you get higher, you take higher. That's advantage.
No, let's go with the 11 plus 6, that's 17.
Yep,
Okay.
that hits.
Oh yeah, you do have a nice bonus on your bow.
Yep.
And then you roll damage.
One, and then 1d8 plus 2 is 3. So.
3 damage.
Okay. That always sucks, rolling a 1 for your damage.
Yeah.
Alright. I presume it's the goblins' turns now.
Yes. So they're gonna try to escape from their.
DC 14 strength. Entangle's a great spell for a lot of like low strength.
Ooh, that's
enemies.
not 20. So one does manage to like wiggle free and
Probably because he's so small, he just slithers out.
fall. He is going to run away. He doesn't like his odds. He's gonna try to run away.
Are we close enough to get attacks of opportunity?
I was gonna say I can chase him.
You guys are closer to the bugbear, and he was farther away.
Okay, yeah,
So
that makes sense.
I think Rhapsody might be, if Rhapsody wants to try to take a jab at him as he runs away.
Okay.
So just roll your d20.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you're engaged in someone and they leave your melee range, you get an attack of opportunity, which basically just means you get to attack them.
Okay. So 11 plus 4 is 15.
That just hits. So roll damage.
Okay. And then 7.
Okay. He's dead.
Nice.
So he tries to wiggle away and run away, and he just gets like stabbed in the back.
He just gets shanked.
Yeah,
It's
just
And he like runs right past
He's a
Rhapsody and she like
goblin
walks out and just
snob.
absolutely not.
casually.
Okay, now it is Aria's turn. Nope, it's the other one's turn. For one more. It's gonna try to. Okay, the other one wiggles free, and the other one's gonna try to run away too.
I'm gonna chase him.
Well, I mean, it's not your turn yet. So.
I know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say he gets about 30 feet from you guys, which is past where the mushrooms were, so you can't see him. He's gone.
Ooh.
So there's only one left, Aria. It's your turn.
Wait, so we're fighting in that area by the pedestals, and there's a door,
Mm-hmm.
and the mushrooms back the way we
Yeah,
came.
the mushrooms sort of encircle these ruins. And from what you've sort of gathered, whatever these mushrooms are creating like an invisible barrier. So you can, so like whoever is inside the circle can see out, but whoever outside cannot see in.
Okay, can I chase the
The
one that
goblin?
escaped? Yes.
Yep, go for it.
Okay, all 50 feet of my movement speed are going towards getting him.
Okay. Make an attack.
Okay, I no longer have advantage, unfortunately, but that was a 19.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
I don't even need to add my attack bonus. Reach 5 feet, hit 2d6. Oh yeah, and he has to make another DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone. And that did 10 damage.
Okay, well he's dead, so you just knock him over and he dies. Yeah.
Like the a wolf attack from every movie ever, just full on body slam down.
Okay, so you guys have one left. He's restrained though. So, it's Yuri's turn.
No, I'm just gonna check.
You're just gonna shake.
Just gonna check.
Shake.
Oh, he's restrained, so I get a minute too.
Yeah.
Okay. 7.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, he's dead. They're all dead.
Did any of us actually take damage from this fight?
No, we got a surprise
no one
round
got
in.
an opportunity to attack you guys. All were just like, y'all are dead. Yeah.
Probably never gonna happen again, but hey, it's fun.
Yeah.
I'll take
So
it.
you guys are out of combat. I'm gonna say you have dispelled your entanglement.
We gotta bust open the door.
I mean, is that what you guys want to do? Just open the door?
Sure.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I want to see what they wanted.
Is there a lock on it?
What?
Is there a lock on it? Can I unlock it?
Is it locked?
Is there a lock on it?
There's a lock on it, yeah.
Okay.
If not, I can just attack the door.
Or it's
It's a
not.
natural one.
You could also just knock.
Yuri
That's the
tries
thing
to lockpick
people
it,
do.
and his tools fly out of his hand.
Or can't find his lockpick.
Yeah. So, what else are you guys trying to do to open this door?
Is it like wood?
It's like wood and metal, sort of like an old timey door. I
Okay,
guess.
so like big metal thingies across it and stuff.
Yeah, like metal
metal
struts
braces,
going across it.
Can I try to body slam the door? Still in direwolf form.
Sure. Yeah.
Just,
Go for it.
okay, attack. You guys are right by the door. Oh wait, no, that's against a creature. Never mind, the door is not a creature. Wait, it's not a creature, right?
No.
You never know in D&D.
It's just a door.
Okay, that was a 17.
17. You bash that door open good.
Okay.
As
Can I
you
roll
do so, you all hear a noise behind you, and you turn. Sam, where are you going? You're gonna miss a really important plot line. Can you hear
Was I
me?
supposed to roll damage, or did that just count as a strength
Nah,
check?
you just
I think
bashed
it was just
it
a strength check to like.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as you bash open the door, you feel another one of those tremors that you've been feeling since arriving in Aylesbury, and you hear a large crack behind you. You turn to see that a crack about 10 feet long and wide has opened in the ground about 30 feet from you all. In this crack, you see, like smoke, a dark purplish black energy spills out from it and covers the fallen enemies that you vanquished not 2 minutes ago. It covers their wounds, not closing them, but covering them like a bandage. Any limbs that were severed are pulled and snapped back into place with a stomach-turning crack. The fallen foes then begin to rise quite unnaturally and start slowly moving toward you. As they're getting closer, a golden-haired figure quite literally appears in front of you and blasts the closest one with a bolt of lightning. Pieces of it scatter across the clearing, then slowly start coming back together and reassembling themselves. Gwen turns to you and says, I would highly suggest going down into that dungeon now, because not only do we have this to deal with, but I know for a fact that that last tremor will cause the Black God to come and investigate this place, so I would suggest we get going.
Hello, it is I, your friendly neighborhood DM, Hannah, and I just want to say thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We're all pretty new at this, so the audio is going to be a little funky at the beginning. But hey, if you guys want to follow us, we're on Twitter at Tabletop20. That is the name of our group. If you want to also tweet about our podcast, you can use our hashtag of Tabletop20. And if you do that, you might get a shout out on the show, and it'll be really, really awesome. You could get character name after you, or a city, or something like that. I have a bunch of ideas going on for that. Also, my brother Sam and I, Sam plays Yuri, we have another podcast called That Nerdy Podcast that we do together where we just kind of talk about nerdy stuff. So, yeah, check it out. I won't keep you guys too long in suspense of this awesome D&D session. So, yeah, thanks. Bye. Are you guys following her?
Aria just still in wolf form, just kind of cocks her head to the side and stares at her.
I guess.
These creatures are getting closer and closer as you're debating.
Yeah, I guess we have to.
Yeah.
So, you all go down into, there's sort of like, stone steps that go down. It's pretty dark, but, there are like torches and stuff. And as you do, Gwen follows you down and sort of like takes the pieces of the door and like fuses them with like a produce flame spell, sort of trying to keep them at bay. She stands at the back and tries to like blast any that try to get through. As you sort of walk down this hallway, you can see a half-elf young man standing in a circle with sort of small circles around it. So like there's a big circle and then small circles, and then each circle has different things in it. You see dragonstone gloves, a moonstone ring, a beholder eye on the end of a staff, a vial of what kind of looks like blood. Yeah, let me describe this, and then you can decide what you want to do.
Describing. I want to shoot him.
And then you can also see like different piles of like small bones, what seems like hair. You're not really sure what it is. And Devin is standing in the middle with his eyes closed, holding this round, sort of cone-shaped wooden item, and he has it pointed at a statue of a half-elven girl, sort of with a pained expression on her face.
Yeah, I want to shoot.
Shoot what?
And he activates a spell, and sort of the things around him sort of glow a little bit, and you feel the tremor again. And as you feel the tremor, sort of dust falls from the ceiling, some small stones shake loose, and the item in his hand sort of glows a little bit, but then fades, and he sort of like falls to his knees in disappointment. What are y'all doing?
I don't know. Do we try to talk to him?
It's up to you guys. What you doing?
I guess we just like run up and ask him what he's doing here.
Okay.
In my case, just run up.
You try to move
Yeah.
forward, but you're sort of blocked by something. So, like, whenever you try to move forward, you're sort of pushed back, and you look down and you see a silken rope sort of laid across the entryway of this room, or this room. You also see in the corner another statue of two large hooded figures with wings. Their faces are sort of like eroded or chipped away, so you can't really like get a good look. But it looks like at one time they were holding hands, but their hands have been like broken off either by some random person or by time. That's sort of like what this room looks like. What are you guys doing?
Well, there appears to be like the rope is on the inside of this like field, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we try to just like hit the force field or something? I don't know.
You can try talking to him.
I can't.
You can try.
Well, that's what I said before. They just like shout at him when he's,
Yeah.
what's going on in here? Something like that.
Okay. He doesn't seem to like pay you any attention. He seems very determined in what he's doing. He's like rearranging these items that are in these different circles, putting them in different spots. He's gonna try to spell again. Okay. Well, I guess to do that.
What do I roll it?
20, I guess. You try to shoot it, and the arrow just flies back at you. You guys still hear like the banging from the creatures that you were fighting outside. And Gwen sort of runs to the front and she says, Devin, please, you must let them through. They can help. And then he says, they can't, Gwen. I have to do this. It's my fault she's like this, and I need to fix it. Devin, I don't know how long that door will hold, and these goblins are going to get through. And from what I've learned, these people might be able to help you free her. He looks up and sees you guys. And then he sort of looks down the hallway and sees the mess that's sort of happening out there a little bit. He moves the rope and lets you guys through, and then puts it back. He doesn't let through. And he says, what do you mean they're what she needs? And then Gwen says, from what I have found out, not all of you are from the Coalition, right?
Would I still have... I probably would not. I don't know how it would work, but would I still have my tattoo even in wild shape form?
You would, but it'll probably be covered with fur.
Okay.
Are you still in your wild shape form, or have you dropped?
Yep. I am staying for the full hour until I get knocked back from damage.
Okay. So, how do you guys answer her?
Vander says nothing, but his tail lashes behind him.
Okay. Okay. Devin says, well, if this is true, for this spell to free Dinah, my sister, I need elements from beings that were born from different parts of the world and immediate planes. I was able to procure such pieces from, the magic lady in town, but these beings were long since dead, and I think I need pieces from creatures that were from those planes that are currently living. I have some of Gwen's blood, so that covers the shadow plane, but I need something from living creatures from the Feywild and the different countries. Would you be willing to help?
Still, as a wolf, I just kind of go up to him and, like, they do that thing dogs do, and they just kind of nudge you and, like, kind of rub their head against you.
No.
You sort of, like, pass your head and he says, thank you.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Once.
Yeah.
He goes over and he grabs the book. What'd you say, Hope?
Vander nods once.
Okay. So he goes over and he grabs the book. And he sort of like flips through it. He says, okay, it says I can use hair or bones or blood. It says the blood is more powerful, and I assume you all want to keep your bones. So if you all wouldn't mind, and he sort of like holds out a dagger. And some
I hold
vials.
out a paw.
Okay.
I honestly cannot use a dagger.
Yeah. So
Trying to show him that I'm okay with.
Yeah. So you all give him a bit of blood, and he sort of like rearranges everything.
I'm hoping you guys tell him that I'm not actually a direwolf. And I whatnot. Just random creatures' blood.
Yeah. Are you guys doing anything while he's doing this? Because it'll take a few minutes. There's the statue in the corner. There's the statue of his sister. Yeah.
I guess just look around the place for anything interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There is a plaque under the statue of the two hooded figures.
Oh, sure, I'll go look at it.
Oh, wait, so he's taking, like, a little bit of blood from all of us?
Yes. He's taking a little bit of blood from all of you, and putting it in vials and putting them in different circles, replacing them with, like, the bones and the hair and stuff that he had that he's not looking for himself.
But who, like, we didn't tell him where we were all from.
No, but, Gwen said that you weren't all from the Coalition.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the plaque says, twinned angels together, split and bonded forever, birth from magic's mind, two worlds' fate are intertwined. I don't know if you guys want to write that down. But
I do. I feel like that might be important.
Twinned angels together, split and bonded forever.
I cannot read that fast. I'm sorry.
And I can even copy this and put it in the chat.
Yeah. That might be better.
In the Discord.
I don't want to take 5 minutes to write.
Okay, I put it in the Discord chat. Okay, so he finishes setting up for this spell. And he sort of prepares himself. He stands in front, or in the middle of this circle. And he says, you guys might want to back up. He points the cone at this statue. And sort of says a few words under his breath. And the runes around it begin to glow. And the items begin to sort of float. And be sort of like consumed by this magical energy. And sort of gets sucked into this cone that he has in his hand. And then the cone sort of makes this like screeching noise. The statue of this girl sort of seems to like defrost slowly, and she sort of falls as he catches her.
Are we able to tell? Does something happen so, like, we can tell if we're able to approach again or not?
I mean, the spell's over, so
Okay.
you can.
I run up as a wolf and just kind of poke at the girl a bit, lick her face.
She's unconscious, but other than that, she looks relatively okay for being a statue for a year. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do you guys have any questions for him or talking or whatever?
I might, but I also want to stay in wild shape.
Okay.
At the sight of everything going on, Vander seems lost in his own thoughts.
Okay. Sort of taking everything in.
And thinking about his own sister.
Okay. Okay. So you guys sort of see Gwen go off to the side and sort of pick up the pendant she has around her neck. And she speaks into it. She says, "Ma'am, you freed her. Yes, she's fine. She definitely can't go back since she's dead. Would she be okay with us?" "Right, well, that's the issue. I can bring her, but there are some black gods outside by now, I'm sure, and possessed with some sort of dark magic. Devon is here, as well as the others I was telling you about, and are you sure, ma'am? We haven't exactly been cleared for... Oh, well, alright then. There are quite a few of us. We may be coming in a little hot, so you may want to ask Emerson to... Right. Okay, well, see you there then." And she sort of ends whatever call she was making. She pulls out some chalk out of her bag, and she makes a circle, and she draws some runes on it. And Yuri's not here, but he would notice that these are very similar to the runes that were found in her art room that were sort of carved into the floor. And she asks you all to step in.
I do. Is there enough room for everybody?
It's a pretty big circle.
Okay, good. I was gonna say
Oh, yeah.
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 Okay, so you all step in.
Mhm.
Okay. And she says, "This may be a little bumpy. I've never done this with this many people before, so here we go." She pulls out her hair clip, her sort of hair barrette that you were asked to steal but did not. And she stands in the middle and she holds it and says some words as it starts to glow. And the light from this barrette sort of moves outward to the runes of the circle. And it sort of lights up, and as the light from the clip and these runes intersect, sort of the outside becomes a little fuzzy, and the ground beneath you sort of seems to disappear. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, my constitution is better as a direwolf. Okay, that's nice.
So I'll roll
Nice.
for
18.
Okay. Ooh. 8.
8. Okay,
12.
18.
18. 12, and Vander, what did you get?
9.
9. Okay. So Vander and Yuri seem a little loopy. It's kind of hard to see. You're kind of confused, kind of dazed. But eventually you all feel ground beneath your feet again, and the light fades, and you're standing in a courtyard surrounded by grass and that sort of thing. You're on a marble platform, sort of, and as you look out, you see different platforms of the same runes as she sort of drew before. It's a little foggy outside right now, so you guys can't quite make everything out in this area, but you can see that this courtyard is surrounded by gothic looking outdoor hallways, where they're just it's a hallway, but it's outside.
Yeah.
And directly in front of you, and past the outdoor hallways is a large dome building with a bunch of, with like two sort of shorter domes attached to it. Off to your right is a smaller building resembling like a medieval castle sort of thing. To the left is a similar sized one. And as you sort of come out of this spell, there are several individuals in leather armor that approach you, with sheathed swords. They're all wearing sort of the same outfit, like they're like some sort of security or something. They also have with them a couple of blue-robed figures. And those figures sort of come up and sort of help Devin sort of carry Dinah. And one of the guards looks up and he says, Gwen, what? This is a huge breach of protocol. And Gwen says, I didn't really have much of a choice, Emerson. The Black God was right behind us. Well, did they see you transport? I don't know. You don't know? Gwen, I've half a mind to... And then he stops. And he speaks into a ring he has around his finger. And he says, but Madam Mage, this is a huge breach of security for you and all of our safety. I strongly suggest that... Yes, ma'am. And he sort of leaves the conversation. He says, all right, Gwen, I'm leaving Zora and Belle with these people until you meet with Madam Mage. But if anything happens, I hold you personally responsible. And he sort of walks off with these guards. And Devin sort of looks up at her and he says, what's going on, Gwen? And she sort of puts her hand on his shoulder and she says, I'll explain everything a little bit, but you've got to go with Dinah. Devin nods and follows as the blue-robed figures sort of take off.
Oh, and I did mean to ask about how long has it been since our battle against the goblins and bugbear?
It's probably been maybe 45 minutes.
Okay.
Are you still a direwolf?
Yeah. I just always at like 15 minutes and I just always think I'm going to turn back into a person.
Yeah. I would probably say, though, because you had to make a constitution saving throw, you probably would have dropped the direwolf.
Okay.
Through
I mean, that's fair.
the spell. I mean, it's pretty hard to transport a huge wolf. Yeah. Okay, what do you guys do? Like, what are your
Wait, so am I back to normal self
Yes.
now? Okay. Is there anyone around us to
I
ask?
think Gwen is there.
Then I go up to her and kind of glancing on. What is this place?
Well, that's sort of a long story. It's a safe place, at least for now. Well, I guess I should sort of start from the beginning. I work for an organization that helps people who need help with magical problems, with magical solutions. And that's what this place is.